Well, it's Christmas Eve. It's 6:57. We're due at Grandma's at 7 o'clock. The best memories we ever had growing up for me was just going to my grandma's house every Christmas Eve. We spend time there. We have a great time. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see everybody. Grandma always makes the best food, the best cookies, everything hands down. Cannot wait. It's going to be a blast. And we're almost there. We had to stop off somewhere. We forgot something. Things always happen, but what matters is that we're all going to be together. We'll have a great time.
My favorite holiday memory is whenever we used to have Christmas at the house in Balsy Valley. And we'd have a big roaring fire in the fireplace. And I'd bring Kimmy and Amanda and Angie to the Christmas gathering, and we'd all have a nice big meal, and then we'd go downstairs and open presents, and we'd throw the wrappers in the fire.
My favorite holiday memory would definitely be when my grandma and I worked on cutout cookies that were made in ornaments. They were dried. It took most of December to do, and we would decorate them, and they would be like different shapes. And I think they were gingerbread, weren't they? That doesn't matter. I didn't want to puke because they were really fun to work with, and it was just a lot of fun. And yeah, we made them from applesauce and cinnamon, and it took a long time. It was just kind of an adventure to make them with my grandma. I'd get here and we'd check them every day, and it was just a lot of fun. So that's one of my favorite memories.
All the family was there, and that was one holiday they made special, even though they didn't have much money. And I can still remember Santa came every time. You know, he came in person, and they used to. I know now they used to use my dad's old school bell because he was a school teacher. And they'd ring that bell and say, "I hear Santa Claus up on the hill." And there'd be some stomping around on the roof. And pretty soon Santa would come in, he'd have a pack on his back. But I remember that we never ever got oranges, but they'd always have oranges in there, see. And he'd come in and he'd take these packages out and call off the kids' names, you know. And I used to wonder how he knew who was who, you know. And then after a bit he'd say, "Well, I gotta go, I'm busy," and he'd take that batch of oranges he had and just give them a throw, and they'd roll under the beds and everywhere, you know. And us kids would go running for him, you know.
I had wanted this doll baby, and I wanted lots of clothes for it, and a doll baby buggy. So Santa Claus brought me that year, and I was just really thrilled with this. And I was talking to Ruth one day about it, and I said, "What was your favorite memory of Christmas?" She said, "I can't remember any Christmas." And I said, "You can't remember any?" We had wonderful Christmas. Grandpa would take sleigh bells, and he'd go up on the roof and shake them and pounce around, you know, like Santa Claus was coming. And it was a good Christmas. And that's all.
I remember when I was little, my mom, for whatever reason, who knows, when, you know, she thought it was against everyone, she thought it was against any good idea or reasoning for a little boy to have a gun. Well, obviously, it makes sense. It's, you know, the gun belongs in the little boy's hands. But my grandma understood. So my grandma got me a toy gun. I was very happy. I remember they had it in the closet over there at the entranceway of Grandma and Grandpa's house, and I was so happy to get it. It was my favorite toy, and I loved playing with it.